What if you could walk out of corporate on your last day with an audience already waiting for you? What if your first clients came before you even launched? This is exactly what's possible when you build your personal brand before you leave. Your personal brand and your business brand are not the same thing. Your reputation, your relationships, your authority, your audience. These things belong to you, not to your business. We are living in what I call the trust economy. People have more choices than ever before. What makes them choose one over another isn't always just about price or quality. Your personal brand is your most valuable business asset. The one thing in your business that's completely, irreplaceably yours. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to the Confident Alchemist podcast, where bold women take the brave leap to build businesses and lives they deserve. I'm Debbie, and today I'm going to share something that could completely change how you think about leaving corporate and how prepared you'll be when you actually do. Here's what most women do when they decide to leave corporate. They quit, and then they start building their brand. They hand in their notice, then they create their Instagram. They leave their job, then they try to figure out who they are as an entrepreneur. And then they wonder why getting clients feels so hard. But what if you could walk out of corporate on your last day with an audience already waiting for you? What if your first clients came before you even launched? What if by the time you had it in your notice, people already know your name, trusted your expertise, and were ready to pay for your services? This is exactly what's possible when you build your personal brand before you leave. And I wish someone had told me this before I left corporate, because I spent my first 6 months building what I should have been built in a year before I quit. Today, I'm going to show you why your personal brand is your most valuable business asset, how to build authority while still in corporate, the content strategy that attracts clients before you launch, and why people buy you before they buy anything else. So let's dive into the personal brand strategy that will make your leap so much softer. Let me start with a question. If your business disappeared tomorrow, no website, no social media, no products or services, what do you have left? If you have built a strong personal brand, the answer is everything that matters. Your reputation, your relationships, your authority, your audience. These things belong to you, not to your business. And they can rebuild any business in any industry at any time. Your personal brand is the unique combination of your expertise, your experience, your personality, and your perspective. It is what people think of you when they hear your name. It's a reputation you build before, during, and after your business exits. We are living in what I call the trust economy. People have more choices than ever before. They can find a business coach, marketing consultant, a graphic designer, or a life coach with a single Google search. What makes them choose one over another isn't always just about price or quality. It's trust. And trust is built through personal brand. You've probably heard of the know, like, trust factor. People need to know you, like you, and trust you before they actually buy from you. Your personal brand is what builds all three. When someone follows you in LinkedIn for 6 months, before you launch your business, they already know you. When they resonate with your values and your story, they already like you. When they have seen your expertise consistently demonstrated over time, they already trust you. By the time you launch, the sale is almost already made. Here's what most corporate women don't realize. Your corporate experience is your personal brand's greatest asset. The years you spent in your industry, the problems you solved, the expertise you've developed. This is gold. You're not starting from zero. You're starting from a position of credibility that most new entrepreneurs would kill for. The question is, are you leveraging it? Here's a critical distinction. Your personal brand and your business brand are not the same thing. Your business brand is attached to your company. Your personal brand is attached to you. Businesses come and go. Personal brand compounds over time. When you build your personal brand, you're building an asset that will serve you across every business you ever built, every career pivot you've ever made, and every opportunity you've ever pursued. And here's how this connects to our last episode about visibility. You can't build a personal brand while hiding. Your personal brand requires you to show up, share your expertise, and be seen. It requires you to take up space in your industry before you feel ready. But the good news is, you can start right now today, while you're still in corporate. Now let me give you the exact strategy for building a personal brand and authority while you're still employed, because this is where the magic happens. Before you create a single piece of content, get crystal clear on your positioning. What do you want to be known for? Who do you want to serve? What unique perspective do you bring? Your positioning is the foundation of your personal brand. Without it, your content will be scattered and your audience will be confused. Ask yourself, in 2 years, when someone mentions my name in a room full of my ideal clients, what do I want them to say? That is your positioning. If you're still in corporate, LinkedIn is your most powerful personal brand platform. It is where your corporate credibility lives, where your professional network exists, and where your ideal clients are likely spending time. Start sharing your expertise on LinkedIn now. Write about problems you've solved. Share lessons from your corporate experience. Offer perspectives on your industry. Position yourself as a thought leader in a space you are moving into. Post 3 times a week minimum. Mix educational content with personal insights. Engage genuinely with other people's content. Build relationships with people in your target market. By the time you leave corporate, you'll have an audience of people who already seen you as an authority figure, not just a new entrepreneur trying to figure things out. This is a strategy that most people get backwards. They wait until they have a business to start creating content. But the smartest entrepreneurs start creating content before they even have a business. Start a newsletter, start a podcast, start a YouTube channel, start a blog. Pick one medium and start sharing your expertise consistently. Content compounds over time. And a newsletter you start today will have 500 subscribers by the time you launch your business. A podcast you start now will have 50 episodes by the time you actually quit your job. A YouTube channel you begin this month will have an audience waiting for you for your offer. This is the content strategy that attracts clients before you launch. While you're still in corporate, start building relationships with people who will become your clients, collaborators, and referral resources. Attend industry events. Connect with people on social media. Have coffee with potential clients. Not to sell them anything, but to understand their problems and build genuine relationships. By the time you launch, you won't be starting from scratch. You'll be activating a network that already knows and trusts you. Start documenting your expertise now. Write down the frameworks you use, the processes you've developed, the lessons you have learned, the results you have achieved. This documentation becomes your content, your courses, your coaching framework, and your intellectual property. It's the foundation of your business, and you can build it while you're still getting paid by someone else. Let me leave you with the most important truth about personal brand. People don't buy your product or your service first. They buy you. Think about the last time you made a significant purchase, a course, a coaching program, a service provider. What made you choose that specific person over all the other offering the same thing? I guarantee it wasn't their credentials or even their price. It was something about them, their story, their energy, their perspective, their authenticity. You bought them before you bought their offer. This is why personal brand commands a premium. When people buy you, your unique perspective, your specific experience, your authentic personality, they're not trying to shop. They are not comparing you to competitors. They're choosing you specifically because of who you are. That's the power of a personal brand. It removes you from the commodity market and places you in a category of your own. And here's the beautiful thing. Your personal brand can't be copied. Your competitors can copy your offer, your pricing, your marketing strategy. But I can't copy your story, your personality, your perspective, or your journey. Your personal brand is the one thing in your business that's completely, irreplaceably yours. Beautiful souls, I want you to understand something. The best time to build your personal brand was 5 years ago. The second best time is right now, today. While you're still in corporate, before you launch, before you quit. Your personal brand is not a vanity project. It's not about becoming an influencer or getting famous. It's about building the trust, authority, and relationships that will make your entrepreneurial leap so much softer and your business growth so much faster. Here's what I want you to do this week. First, define your positioning. What do you want to be known for? Second, optimize your LinkedIn profile to reflect where you're going, not just where you've been. Third, create your first piece of thought leadership content and post it. That's it. 3 steps. Start here. Send me a message and tell me what you want your personal brand to be known for. What is the unique perspective, expertise, or story that only you can bring to your industry? I'd love to help you clarify it. Remember, beautiful souls, you're not just a business owner. You are a brand. Your story is your strategy. Your expertise is your asset. Your authenticity is your competitive advantage. Stop waiting to launch before you start building. Start building right now, so that when you launch, the world is already waiting for you. Thank you for listening, beautiful souls. See you next week for another dose of truth, boldness, and transformation.